Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Now today is gonna be a jam-packed of a day. Yes, because look at what we got over here. We got 6 knowledge stars and I'm just gonna pop them all up there and we're gonna go straight for create. Oh yeah, boy. We got transmogs. Okay, that's pretty cool. I also have this mob box. Now, I was saving it for when we got create. Let's see, what can we get out of here? Oh, it's the create. It's the tubes. What is this even hard to do? No, this is pretty cheap. Okay, so that was okay. We could have got a better something. Yeah, we could have got something better out of there. And another thing that I'm gonna do is I actually got some wither skeleton skulls, and we're gonna make this the Vault Soul Diffuser. We need to make this the black chromatic steel. I got some chromatic steel. I think we may have enough black opal. I really hope we do. I'm gonna start with this one. Please give me tons. That was very bad. We need at least 4. So we need 7 more out of this minimum. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's nice. For a moment there I thought we were not gonna get it, because we need to pop this like this. 1 2 3 4. It's very expensive, but trust me, it's worth it. So first we do a vault recycler, another one because we already had one, and then we need this eternal soul, the soul of the fallen. Oh wait, I had that. Never mind, I thought it was something else. Hold on, yeah, we have this. For a moment there I thought I was thinking about another item, and boom, the Vault Soul Diffuser. Now you might be wondering what this is. Well, this is an insane block. Like, this is insane. Let me show you exactly how insane. You know, whenever you get a scavenger vault, you get tons of these things and you can't reuse them in a vault like I thought you could, but you see that all of these items have a soul value, right? So what you can do is you cannot use them again in the vault, but if you pop them in here, you get some soul dust. And then with soul dust, you can make soul shards. Now this can actually be automated even with some hoppers. So I'm gonna set that up. So for example, all of these items that I have no more use for, I can just toss them in here. And you can see it has a really cool animation, and boom, we start getting some soul dust. Now this is really gonna help us in getting some more soul shards out of all the vaults that we do, because the soul shards are really a key factor now because of the amount of items you can get here. And I'm looking at you, Vault Alloys. This is 409 for 14 Vault alloys. I want this. I'm not even thinking about it. I want this. I have in the soul, the shard pouch, 341, so we're pretty close. I'm not sure we're gonna have enough when we're done with this. It is outputting. It's not even outputting fast enough because it's actually producing tons of it. So let's pick some of this up. And we can now craft it into some shards. Now, how much is this gonna give me? 57. Damn. So we're gonna get pretty close to the 400. I think we're gonna get what we want here. So we got 443, which means, boom, Vault alloy. Lemon's not really good. This is a level 0. It's not even worth. It's also not like super crazy, I think. So yeah, we definitely got our money's worth there. We also have this gilded chest scroll, which we can do to have a gilded chest, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That had a lot of soul value. But I just want this chest. Not for anything right now. I will use it later. And of course, without messing around anymore, let's hop on to create. Now, I think I checked this over onto the, on the live stream the other day, but in order to actually do anything with create, we're gonna have well, of course, we need power, right? We need something. We need water wheels or something. But the way I saw this is that pretty much everything that requires power or something like that, you need a pog. So a water wheel, you need an infinite water bucket, and that takes a pog. If you want to make a card assemble, that even takes an echo pog. But I think from all the things that I'm looking at the steam engine, because it takes a pog. Of course, it also takes more black chromatic steel, so we gotta go into the vaults and farm some more. But just one little guy, just one small piece of this, and we have a lot of things unlocked, because this gives ton of power, and the rest is actually quite cheap. You know, of course, the pog is one of the most expensive things. The black chromatic steel is arguably way too expensive, I'd say. I understand why, but I also understand this is probably way too expensive. But I've seen that with higher levels, this gets easier and easier to get. Probably not the opals, but the chromatic steel gets easier, which is actually what's dragging me back right now. It's actually getting some more chromatic steel. I heard that in the next update they will make carbon more frequent, which hopefully that's a good change for the future. But besides all of this, we can start setting up the rest. Like, we need to make these gold sheets, for example. They need to be pressed. They need a mechanical press. Now, mechanical press is kind of easy. You can make it by hand. You just need a chromatic iron block, and you give it some andesite alloy. Boom, andesite casing. Pretty easy, pretty cheap. And in order to make the brass casing, well, it's a brass block. Now, then comes in the brass. Like, how do we make brass ingots? Then we need to mix this thing over here. And then we need the basin, we need a mechanical mixer, and you can see like most of these recipes take Larimar, some chromatic iron here, some andesite oil, which also takes some chromatic iron. So like the main resource over here with most of the create stuff is chromatic iron, Larimar. It's all around that, and then even the blaze burner, which is one of the most expensive ones, it takes some chromatic steel, not that much, just a little bit. And then the zinc and iron, well, we can just mine for it, right? So with all that said, we get into some vaults. This will be our #1 priority. Get carbon, chromatic steel nuggets, and maybe if we get lucky, some chromatic steel ingots. I also have a bounty up here. Yeah, I also have this bounty active to mine 15 like opals, because this gives me a lot of vault ingots, like a lot of vault ingots, plus a chest plate, which is really cool. So like a ton of silver as well. And the other ones were not really that crazy, like kill entities. This one is arguably the easiest one to do in the vault. This one is arguably the hardest to do in any vaults, because I'm just not completing any vaults. Like, I don't know why. But I'm trying to mine the black opals, but I think I'll abandon this and re-roll it into something else. Okay, so even though we do not have direct access to the steam engine because of the chromatic black steel, or the black chromatic steel, we can still get some power over on create and actually use that to make some very simple and very effective farms. Now, first of all, we're gonna have to start off with a hand crank, because since I'm gonna jump straight into some power, I'm just gonna do some hand cranking on some of these things. And you can see that we're going for this encased fan right here. Now, the first step would actually be, well, grab a chromatic steel block, which I thought I had. I guess I'll make this, or a chromatic iron block. Put it on the ground, slap it with some andesite alloy, and boom, the andesite age has begun. Then we have the crank. What we need a shaft. This gives us 5 shafts, but first we need to make this, the mechanical press, because the encased fan takes iron sheets, so we need a mechanical press. So if we just grab some of our beautiful iron, which we can directly pull out of the block, actually, we can make a mechanical press. Boom, done. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Then I'm actually gonna grab like 20 iron or so. I also want to see what's the recipe for a depot, which shouldn't be that hard. Okay, it's not that hard, and we're gonna need it eventually, so just grab it and make one. And depot, there we go, pretty cheap. And now what I'm gonna do is just gonna sit back with this, put this down on top of it, put the hand crank on, put the iron here, and boom, and just sit back and bonk. And here we go, we have an encased fan. Now you might wonder, why exactly do we need an encased fan? And it's pretty easy. Now I'm actually hoping they didn't disable this, by the way. If we shift right click here, you can see that nothing is happening, but if we give this thing like a power source or a redstone lever, this should actually generate rotational power. And zombie, why are you here? You want to see this too? This is not for you, this is mine. Go away. And of course they had to nerf this very simple, very basic mechanic, which would allow you to actually like use the mod. Yeah, they nerfed this. Oh, I guess we have to go back in the vaults. I don't have a lot of time, but we hit the jackpot here. Just gonna run, try and absorb anything I can. Jesus. Okay, go. That was a very rush vault for me at the end, but it actually was being a bad vault until we found that room. So we got tons of goodies. And we actually got a full set of armor. So can we actually get anything crazy here? Oh, good helmet, good chestplate, leggings, and no. Okay, boots are normal. Oh, this is an Omega helmet. Oh my god, our first Omega, and it's actually shit. Okay, it's actually not that too, it's not crazy, it's nothing too crazy, but we can re-roll it though. It's like low mana, you could have had +2 armor. It's low armor on itself, on the implicit. It doesn't have a lot of durability, which kind of saddens me a little bit. Low item quantity. It actually has like some more durability, which is kind of good. The chest plate still has an empty suffix, which mine is pretty good, so I guess we'll have to see. The legs, some thorns, some more health. My legs are pretty good as well, and the boots are not that crazy. So the chest plate I'm probably gonna keep, because this one is gonna run out. So the chest plate I'm gonna keep. It's pretty decent. The legs, I don't feel like keeping the legs, because I have these ones. These ones are pretty good. So these ones are probably gonna get recycled. And we have an Omega helmet. I'll definitely keep this one, because it has a lot of bonuses. And we can re-roll them, right? The problem here is it says reforges, and I'm thinking if it's gonna reforge, it's gonna lose some of the slots, and that can be bad. But we can reforge a lot of times, so let's just give it one tap and see what happens. This has 6 bonuses. It keeps all of them. But yeah, you can see 2 health, mana, item quantity, knockback, resist, and you can still have onto this thorns damage. We do not really do that much thorns, so probably not. We'll give it a couple of taps. Soulbound, amazing. I would love mana. Mana is pretty good. My helmet gives plus 10 mana, so this guy could give me some mana as well. That would be crazy. Mana regen is also pretty good. Durability. Oh, I think I'm gonna keep this one. And then it has 2 health, 5% mana regen, so it's kind of a low roll though. I'm gonna keep rolling this. Yep, this is yeah, that's it. It has mana, it has mana regen, it has health, knockback resist, thorns damage. We don't really do thorns, and it also has soulbound, so in case something happens, we can keep it. That's pretty good. And the chest plate, I'll put on the chest for now. These 2 are gonna be recycled. At least this one's gonna be recycled. The legs, I'll keep them for a little bit, just to see. We have a few things here that I need to check. Probably something like this, because I don't know if this 6% increased damage is actually doing more damage than what this sword possibly could do. If you guys know, please let me know how this 6% increased damage works. But I would actually want to reroll this anyway to try and get chaining. But it has like a low attack damage, so I'm not really gonna bother with it. We have this sword, which is pretty good, but it's kind of running low on durability. And then we have this one, which is okay, but not that good, you know. I have to go like through some of the gear and see what I want to keep, what I don't, and then just scrap it and to get this vault scrap. Never mind, I just got myself an axe. I just crafted one. You can see I got plus 0.1, and this has only +1 chaining. It could have +2, but still, poison cloud, attack speed, which is pretty good, and a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. So yeah, this is gonna be my new axe. The sword is pretty good. I'll keep it, but damn, this axe is gonna do wonders for me in the vault. Oh yeah, by the way, the feature was actually not removed by the Vault Hunters team. The feature was removed by the Create team. Like, they were the one that nerfed that power, because it's actually pretty cool. It makes for a lot of simple farms and without having to make like bigger contraptions. That's I'm mad at Create guys, and not mad at Vault Hunters, because look at this sick armor. Yo, this is a Create transmog and it looks pretty good. Hey guys, you want to see a magic trick? Look at this. Oh, there it goes. And oh, it actually gave up. Oh no, wait, this is actually full. Yeah, I wasn't sure I wanted to do this, but yeah, I invested a little bit in this pickaxe, and I kind of want to keep it because this is a black chromatic pickaxe, which is pretty much really expensive, as well as the echo pickaxe. And the prismatic, let's not talk about this one. And luckily, I mean, it cost a little bit of Pandanite, but I had it. It was sitting there, so I thought this is a really good pickaxe. I want to keep it. I invested a little bit already, and I was thinking maybe I could do another one, but I can't really do another one because that actually costs to the upgrades. All of them cost chromatic steel, and I need chromatic steel for what we're gonna do next. But fear not, we can still have power. Yes, I went to another vault. We got 16 chromatic steel. This is all we have left, and we can still do a windmill bearing. Yes, this is also a form of power, and we just need to do this, and boom, we have the windmill. Now this guy hopefully he still works the same. I don't think anything changed really. Yeah, as you can see, we just need to basically glue the things and they are easily done. Now I'm a little bit worried about the sails. I have not checked the recipe for the sails, and the recipe, okay, it's pretty simple. It's just this takes some chromatic steel, That's all right. Okay, so we're good. So I got myself a bunch of resources, and let's actually start producing something. So let's start off with the power. Just put this guy in, of course. Derp. I think I just have to. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. This guy is now hooked up. We just need to, well, give it something. Give it a, like any type of block, basically, and then I'm just gonna like put some sails on it. I don't know if this influences his rotation. Probably does. And then I'm just gonna add a few. I made like a lot of these sails so that we could have like a lot of power. This is temporary still though. This is not gonna be like the place where this is gonna be. This is just a small setup so I can get some automatic power going, and then actually start producing some brass, because that's like the main goal right here. Because if we want to start preparating for, there we go, actually having some things going for us, we need to, well, automate, or have at least a way of automating brass. Now, to start this guy off, I could actually raise this guy. I should have raised him. Well, there is actually an alternative for this, which is the belts. Is this expensive? No, pretty cheap. There we go. We got some of the basic setup over here, but you can see that this is, well, a little bit too slow. But if we take a look, we probably need a rotationary speed controller. This needs a precision mechanism, which also needs like 3 different deployers and be processed like 5 times on the gold sheet. We need 5 cogwheels, 5 large cogwheels, 5 iron nuggets, like that's the easy part, but we need 3 deployers. Now, is the deployer hard to do? I don't think it was. Okay, this is pretty cheap. This is a little bit expensive. That's pretty, oh, we need brass. Okay, we need first to do brass. And yes, of course, this is not the fastest setup in the world. We need to do the rotationary speed controller, but for that we need to make an empty blaze burner, which needs a chromatic steel ingot, like 4 at least, to make at least 1 empty blaze burner. So then we can then go into, well, brass. There we go, because we need to actually, it needs to be heated by a blaze in order to create brass. So I think it's with all that said and with all of this done that we're gonna end up the episode here for today. Yeah, we got this amazing armor, actually, by the way. Let's just put this on. Yeah, we got this amazing piece of armor. We got an Omega helmet, pretty insane, pretty good. But yeah, guys, it's with all that said and with some vaults that I need to farm and to run, that we're gonna end it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next one. Bye.